table. I wanted to talk about how to use tree bark to go ahead and make cordage. And, there's a couple of different trees that I've used. One is a willow and the other is an ash tree. Both of them work. Willow is by far the easiest out of the two. And this is some willow here. I want to show you how to do this. Now this is September, and so it's getting kind of late. And so this actually works better if you do it during the summertime when the leaves are more active and these things are easier to strip. So what you want to do though is we want to use the bark, but we don't want this green stuff. This stuff out here, you gotta scrape this stuff off. Get down to the whiter, but you don't want to go clear to the wood because you want the layer just underneath. And so I scraped some of this off here, and you see that. This stuff, if you leave it on there and you make your bark, and what we have to do is we have to boil it. What this will do is this will harden back up, and when it does that, it makes your stuff brittle, makes your cordage brittle, so it doesn't work. So you got to scrape this stuff off, and this is what you're going to get rid of. And then we're going to use that. And here's one that I've got started here, and basically this green stuff is scraped off, and then this is the stuff that you peel off of the wood, and this is the wood part here. This is your fiber that you want right there. And so, but you can't use it right now. You have to process it a little bit. We'll set up and show you. But here's a bunch that I went ahead and peeled off earlier a few weeks ago when it worked a little easier. This stuff comes off hard right now, but I can get it off. But you know, it's a lot easier if you do it earlier in the summer. And so, what we have to do is we have to boil this stuff. And so what we're going to do is go ahead and set up, and we'll show you guys how to actually boil this, and then once we're done boiling, you can let it cool off and you can start making cordage right away, or you can save it and make it later. And makes a very good strong cordage, nice rope. So we'll go ahead and set up and show you guys how to boil this stuff up. So that's cordage from tree bark, and there are a lot of different trees actually. And I've used the willow and I've used the ash, and out of the two they both work for me. The willow I find the easiest, so willow's a good one.